Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, a lovely modern generation Rolex Oyster Perpetual Yacht-Master. This is the 126655 in Everose Gold. 40 millimeters in diameter. The watch is 11.6 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, 48.1 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. This one is on the Oysterflex strap bracelet. I'll take my glove off for a moment so you can see my wrist for the wrist shot. Doesn't help otherwise. Taking a quick look at this watch on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, you can see that it sits quite flat. It's thinner by some margin than a Submariner. You can also see the lines of the case, elegant in a way the dive watches aren't specifically. And then from lug to lug, because there are no end links here, this is a bracelet, but it's not a bracelet with links. It doesn't project beyond the edge of my wrist. Therefore, I can recommend this watch for wrists as small as 14 centimeters in circumference. Okay, I'll take the watch off now, and I'll put the glove back on so Rolex is happy. The certified pre-owned Rolex Yacht-Master was retailed in 2020. You can see that the Oysterflex is rubber sheathed, but inside a metal band. It is a nickel titanium alloy that you can't really feel. It's not tangible. It's a super flexible alloy. The idea here is that it can never tear, but it also can't be cut. So we have several different sizes of Oysterflex that can be fitted to this watch to ensure it's perfectly suited to your wrist. But I will mention that these Oysterflex bracelets often compared these days with a version of the dive watch's glide locks. We've got about 15 millimeters of tool-free adjustment here, and this is quite a range of adjustment. This is far more than the 5 millimeters of Rolex EasyLink, so even if you don't have a perfect fit with the bracelet, you will be able to fine-tune it. We have a folding clasp with the lift lock system. You can see that spring-loaded lever action, so the beak joins with the hook, it closes, it locks shut. That'll actually keep it shut. 90% of the time, that'll keep it shut, but Rolex also gives you the clamshell to lock it shut. A little kerf under the crown so you can dig your nail in, open it up. Everose, what does it mean? Well, it is a red gold that has a large amount of copper in it. It also has a large amount of platinum, and platinum, being inert, does not oxidize, and it sort of guards the metal against fading from red to rose and then from rose to pink. Essentially, it gives it an endurance as a long-lasting and very intense red gold. It is forever rosy, Everose. Now, looking at the bracelet here, you can see that there's a sort of bellows underneath, and this is designed to provide a little bit of a cinching action. So if you're not perfectly suited to the size, because remember, you can't cut it to length, this will provide a little bit of sort of passive sizing to keep it close on your wrist. It also allows it to breathe a little bit better by creating an air pocket. I've mentioned that the cases of the Yacht-Masters are a bit more elegant than you'll find on the hardcore sports watches. Taking a look at a squared off so-called super case on a Submariner, there you go. You can see it's very sheer, and then it has these sort of squared off lugs. This is a bit more graceful, more like a Daytona, to be perfectly honest. That's what comes to mind. We've got a screwed-in Oyster case back, and then we've got here a triplock crown in gold. You know it's a triplock in gold because it's 3 dots, but the center dot is the largest. As has been the case on the Yacht-Master since the first one in 1992, you have a bidirectional bezel because it's not a dive bezel. It's not life-saving equipment. Accidentally missing the start of your regatta is not going to be the end of everything, whereas accidentally extending a dive might be. That said, we have a Everose bezel, and then on top of that, an unusual use of Rolex cerachrom. So normally with Rolex cerachrom ceramic, it'll be polished to a glossy aesthetic and a sheen, just like this on the Submariner. What we have here is a media blast matte finish, where the indices and the numerals have been raised, relieved, and polished for a nice subtle contrast. And then we go to the dial, and it too is matte black. Remember, with a Rolex glossy black lacquer dial, it's easy to see. The matte black is almost like black chalk. It's really cool. The indices and the hands are rose gold, so even if there's a small amount of moisture in the case, they won't tarnish or oxidize. We'll do a lume shot, and you can see that not only does Rolex make every part of the watch, Rolex makes its own lume. It's called chromolite, and it is very bright, but it stays bright through the night. It doesn't need to be repeatedly shocked with light and recharged. All three hands lumed. Inside the case, Rolex manufacturer, caliber 3235, protected down to 100 meters by this oyster-style case. The movement is bidirectional winding with the rotor now on a ball bearing. 70-hour power reserve, 4 hertz beat rate, 31 joules. The movement certified as a chronometer, then cased up and tested as a fully assembled watch in 6 positions to no worse than -2 + 2 seconds per day. That is the basis for that term, superlative chronometer. Today, there is a substantive basis for that long-running phrase. The movement does feature hacking seconds and quickset, and it features a full balance bridge with a free-sprung balance for shock resistance. The free-sprung balance with Rolex's micro-stella adjustment bolts, also useful for very fine tuning of the timing. There's a hand-formed Breguet overcoil hairspring that means the watch, in any orientation with respect to gravity, on your wrist while swimming, during a regatta, or on your dresser at night, it will be isochronous, keeping consistent time in any position. And that hairspring is also made of a blue oxidized niobium zirconium to give it fearsome anti-magnetic qualities. So you have this watch, which is very upscale, but also shock resistant, water resistant, and anti-magnetic. And again, a 70-hour power reserve on this latest generation of Rolex movement, courtesy of the Chronergy escapement, a reprofiled drivetrain, and a thinner barrel than the 3135, which includes a larger mainspring that contains more energy. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. Rolex Certified Pre-Owned watches are backed and authenticated by Rolex. Should any reconditioning be necessary, it will be to a Rolex certified standard, and any parts invested, Rolex factory original. Should the initial retail box, paper, and accessory set still accompany the watch, it will be included with the sale. But no matter what, a certified pre-owned box and paper set starts with an outer box, a leatherette travel pouch with suede lining, a warranty card that embodies the 2-year globally valid Rolex-backed warranty. Note, this is not a retail warranty, but backed by Rolex and actionable at any of its authorized points of sales and service. A leatherette wallet includes the warranty terms and conditions manual. A holographic hang tag marks this as a certified pre-owned Rolex watch, and a manual details Rolex's values as a company, the certified pre-owned program, care, feeding, service, and use of your Rolex, locations of points of sales and service, and details of Rolex.com. Rolex certified pre-owned watches are backed only by Rolex.